Alright, we're going to walk you through the first problem in our assignment today. Now we're going to be solving each system by graphing again. You notice I have the steps off to the side here. Now for our first equation, first step, plot the y-intercept. So I'm going to go up to my first equation here, identify the y-intercept. In this case, I have -2. So I'm going to go on to my graph here. I'm going to plot -2 right there. Next, use the slope to plot a second point. So my slope right here, I just have -x, or I can put a 1 in front of it. You can always put a 1 underneath it too. So I have -1, +1. So I'm going to go from my y-intercept, -1, +1. I'm going to go down 1, over 1, just like so. Down 1, over 1. Using my second point. Now my next step, if possible, graph a third point. I can do that. From here, I can go down 1 and then over 1 again. So I've got 3 points, and then it says make a line. I'm going to do that. Pretty darn close. So you got to make sure you're plotting your lines correctly to make sure you're getting the correct answer. Now for your second equation, you're going to do the same exact thing. Plot the y-intercept, use the slope to plot a second point. If possible, graph a third point and make a line. So let's do this. For our second equation here, I've got +4 as my y-intercept, -4 over 1 as my slope. I'm going to go to +4, graph my point. My slope, -4 over 1. Go down 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. Got myself a point. If I can, it's always good to try and do it again. I'm going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. And I can already see where they're going to intersect. But I'm going to make my line anyway. Make my line. My ninth step, plot a point where they intersect. I've already done that. It's right here. I'll even highlight it. There we go. I'm not done, however. A lot of people are just leaving it here. You're not done. Here's why. You have to identify the ordered pair. Write the ordered pair. My ordered pair here is 2, -4. So I can write it as 2, -4. I can also write it as x equals 2, y equals, let me fix that. X equals 2, y equals -4. Why is it good to write it like this? I'll show you, because what are we solving here? What we're essentially saying is you can plug both these values into these equations and it will work. So we'll start with the first one here. We have y equals -x minus 2. I'm going to plug in my values now. For x, I have 2. So I'm going to plug in 2 right here. For y, I have 4. Let's see if it works. 4, and then I've got 2. -2 minus 2 gives me -4. Is -4 equal -4? Yup, it works. That ordered pair works for that equation. Now we want to see if it works for the second equation. Y equals -4x plus 4. Again, just going to substitute some values in. For x, I'm going to substitute in 2. For y, I'm going to substitute in -4, and let's see what happens. Let's work. Let's see if it works. -4 times 2 gives me -8 plus 4 equals -4. -8 plus 4 equals -4. Guess what? It checks out. That's what we're doing here when we're solving a system. You're ultimately finding the x value and the y value that works for both equations. Graphing is just a nice, easy way of doing it. There are several other methods we're going to be going over, but graphing is a great way to get there without having to necessarily do a lot of mathematics. The goal is, though, you have to be able to graph those lines. So make sure you're following these steps as you're doing this assignment today. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to us. And remember, you do have to get these in order to get credit today. So if you have any questions or you think you're making mistakes, do not hesitate to